What's the difference between the tantric and the voodoo?
In fact, black magic is the junior one, then voodoo power is the senior one, but tantric is the headmaster.
Wow.
So for black magic, anybody at all, like I can just teach you something right now, some little black magic, simple. You don't need to practice anything. I can just teach you and it can replicate and it happens. Black magic is that. But when it comes to voodoo, you have to perform some rituals. You must be part of the whole act. You can't just say, okay, somebody told me to do this, I do that, and it's black magic. No. I mean, it's a voodoo.
Okay.
Voodoo means that you must be part of the act. It's a ritual. You have to go through it. You must be involved in the act. That's voodoo. But tantric is something different. Tantric, those are part of tantric, they themselves, like, they are like spirits themselves. They are human beings, but they have done these things for a very long time. They are so involved with their mind, with their heart, with their body, to the point that they are like spirits themselves. So that's the tantric I'm talking about. And there are so many angles in tantric rituals, so many. It's terrible things. At times you hear some things, you'll be scared. Tantric is something else. It's like the PhD of voodoo. Okay. So what we are doing in Ghana here, and people are talking, you are joking. You are joking. See, let me tell you, I have this sage in South India.
When you say sage, what does it
mean? A sage is like a holy man.
Okay.
So for them, they don't want to get connected with material things. So they know this material world is full of nonsense. That one day we will die. So the material world is like a school. You must pass the exams, and the final exams, death. So you should try everything possible to pass the final exams. So all the attention, how do I die so that I don't come back to this world? And through all the practice, the devotion, we call it sadhana, what they do daily, it makes them become something else. You know, this our body is like a weapon. If you know how to manipulate it, the body can do many things. So this thing I'm talking about, when you sit down to meditate and you go deep into somebody's trance, oil comes from his beard. That's what I'm saying. You see oil be dropping like that from the beard, and that's what they use to solve many problems. There are human beings like that. Some of these tantric people, wherever they want to go, they don't have to sit in a car. They fly like birds.
So what we see in some movies like Merlin and those stuff, they are real.
Some of them, see, because this situation exists, and the movie makers and the directors, they have an idea of some of these things, so they will create something with, gadgets. But I'm telling you, there are some human beings, wherever they want to go, they will not go with car. They will fly and go.
Wow.
Now, as I'm speaking, if you go to Prayag is a very special place in India, where we have about 5 different holy rivers meeting. And when you go to Prayag, there are a lot of things that happens there. There are people, they'll sit on the river Ganges, and they go fast like birds. They are gone.
And these physical eyes can see them.
Physical, you see them. I mean, when you see an airplane moving like that, it's very fast, but at least you can see.
Yes.
You see them, they do the kind of, I mean, it's a normal thing in India. In India, some of these things are not something difficult to see. If you go during Kumbh Mela, some of these people, they are tantric people. You see them, somebody will just cut the hand like that, and he'll be holding the hand, and the blood will be oozing, and he'll be just showing to people. Now the person is smiling and showing to people, and you just push it like this, and then the hand will just go back to normal. It is something like that. Small tantric people, they do to tell people, yes, we have power. When you take the picture, it will not come. You start them, it will not go. So this is the level of tantric I'm talking about. So not like the one we are doing here, we have some small pot and we put some libation on it. You have to invoke some spirit to come and do some. Tantrics, they themselves like they are spirits. So they don't have to go and pour libation for something to happen. They just issue words and things happen. Some of them can turn into stone. I'm telling you, some of these tantric can turn you to stone straight away. They can turn into animal instantly. It's not like this magic they have been doing on the TV. Instantly they will turn you to animal. Just by saying they have some pot. When you see them, they are holding some gobbler.
Okay.
This pot, and they have some special water inside. If they pour some on your body, whatever they say will happen instantly. What I'm talking about is not joke. There are places when you go there, you have to keep quiet. If you are the type that like talking, you have problem. Especially when you go and meet all these tantric, these people that they have mastered all the arts, all the mystical arts in the world. They have mastered everything to the point that they will die when they want to.
they can be immortal.
How many of us can go like 2-3 months without eating? No matter how austere we are, eating is so important. Some of us, we can't stay within 3-4 days without drinking water. But some of these personalities, they have mastered the art of every mystical science that they can go off water for weeks, no water. They can go off food for weeks, no food. To the point that they can even stop breathing and they still be alive. When I'm speaking like this, you might think that this guy is exaggerating. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. So they have mastered the science of everything. So they decide what to do. There are some yogis. They will look at the woman like this and instantly the woman will be pregnant. Instantly, you will be pregnant. There are yogis, when maybe they see a woman and they want to have a baby with you, they will look at you like this and mentally they will impregnate you
without physical contact.
See, when I'm talking like this, it looks funny. It sounds funny. I will understand. If you doubt it, I won't blame you because you don't know. Yes, they will just look at you and they will engulf you with their energy, and instantaneously you will get pregnant. These are the level of tantric I'm talking about. Like Ghana here, recently I heard something about the Nogopo people, and then Aginasari, they were battling on many things. You know, because we have some idol in our house, we are pouring some libation. We are talking about people, they themselves, their body is not human body anymore. They get issue words, and those words will happen. They don't have to go and pour libation or go and do any ritual. They themselves, they are mystically charged. Like I'm saying, they have mastered all the 8 art of mysticism. They can divide themselves into 8 instantaneously. You see them divide into 8. I'm talking about real level of tantric. So yes, black magic is a normal thing the one people use for forgets. All these are black magic. I remember when we were kids, there is black magic when you are looking for a girl and the girl doesn't like you, maybe you are afraid to go and talk to the lady. There are some concoction they will do when they see the woman go and you release someone, you go and put inside. Then after some time the woman will be following you. These are all black magic, like, you know, small stars. But when it gets to voodoo, then that means you have to bring in some kind of rituals. Okay, you wake up in the morning, you have to pour some libation, put some egg there, maybe you pour some blood there, it becomes voodoo. Then now when it gets to a point whereby the practitioner themselves master the art of doing things. For instance, if you go to offend, say, a voodoo person, if you offend a voodoo person, the voodoo person have to go to the shrine to go and perform some rituals there before maybe you can have some effect on you, right?
Yes.
That's what they do. So for instance, maybe you saw some old woman who practices voodoo. So hey, you wait, you will see. They go to their shrine and then they will go and mention your name. This is voodoo level. But when it gets to tantric level, the personality there, anything they say will happen. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm trying to say.
I'm getting it.
A black magic person is somebody who will bring some concoction. Okay, bring this leaf, bring that, maybe cut your fingernail, cut your toenail, remove hair from here, maybe your pubic area, mix it like this and do like this, and then something happens.
So that's black magic. Those things, they are powerless, kind of.
Without these things, now this person cannot do anything. He doesn't do anything. He himself doesn't have anything.
Okay.
You have to go and bring all those things together before something will happen. That's black magic. Then when it comes to the voodoo has to do with some specific gods and spirits. Okay, so somebody must be in charge of the management of all these spirits. So when something happens, they have to go there, invoke the spirits, and they have to perform some ritual before these spirits manifest for them to do whatever they are bidding or whatever they want. That is voodoo. But when it comes to tantric, the personality there, whatever they say happens. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So that is it. So that's the level. So black magic, people should not see magic to be evil, because God himself is the supreme magician. Anything that baffles our understanding, anything that baffles the mind of the scientific people, anything that the human sane mind is unable to comprehend, that thing is termed as magic. But as soon as darkness is connected to this form of things, it turns to black magic. And when light is attached to these things, it turns to white magic. So that is the black magic you're talking about. And then people that do voodoo is, you know, like I'm telling you, the concoction, bring it here and then there, perform this ritual for something to happen. This is the voodoo. And then the tantric is a PhD when it comes to some of these mystical feats.